Hello everyone, my name is Michal Malev, the creator of Belly Mommy, and welcome to the Prenatal Belly Dance Training Program. In this class, we're going to learn the first part of the choreography morning mists. And we're starting with raising our hands up in the choreography for 8 counts. So let's begin with the basic dance posture, our feet parallel to each other, hip distance apart, knees relaxed, slightly bent, tailbone tucked in, long spine, rolling the shoulders backwards, opening the chest, chin tucked in. And let's raise our hands up. Add intentionally tension into your arms, into your fingers when you're raising your hands up. Beautiful. After we've raised our hands up, this is about 8 counts. We're crossing our hand, one in front of the other, and then we're lowering our hands down. One hand in front of the face, one hand behind the head, and we're opening our arms to the sides here. So we're going to raise our hands for 8 counts. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. This is the beginner's version. If you're feeling comfortable with it, we can style it a little bit differently. So we're going to take one of our feet to the side and we're going to slide our hip a little bit to the side here, creating this beautiful curve of the body. And then we're going to raise our hands up again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, for some of us, as we get more pregnant, our feet are getting a little bit more swollen, especially around the ankle. This can be a little bit uncomfortable. If this is uncomfortable, stay in the basic version of it, in the basic dance posture. Now, after we've raised our hands up, cross them and we're taking them down. While we're taking our hands down, almost to the end of it, we're turning our body to face the front and we're going back to the basic dance posture. So again, we're raising our hands up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Facing the audience in a basic dance posture. Beautiful. From here, we're going to do 3 figure 8s. Slow, fun. We're doing it very, very relaxed. Do the figure 8 as big as you want, as small as you want. And then we're having another half figure 8. So we're having 3.5 figure 8. Figure 8 is the full movement here. Make sure that your knees are bent, that you're not overstretching the movement when you're doing it, that you're feeling comfortable with it. This should be very, very soft. So from the beginning, we started with raising our hands up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cross. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Facing the audience. And then we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. The last half figure 8, we're taking our time here and we're preparing ourselves for a little bit of traveling here, for a little bit of movement, walking across the surface. So from here, we're going to do grapevines. Grapevines is a cross open step basically. So we're crossing with one foot in front of the other, opening, crossing to the back, opening, cross, open, and let's do the same thing to the other side. So we're crossing, opening, crossing, opening, crossing, opening, crossing, opening, and again, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, other side, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, and back to center. Good. So basically, after we finish the half figure eight here, we're going to go into one grapevine, which is cross, open, cross, and here we're going to touch with our toe, and we're changing direction to the other side, and we're doing grapevine to the other side. So we have cross, open, cross, touch. So again, let's do it. We have cross, open, cross, touch, cross, open, cross, touch. Beautiful. To this, we're going to add some arm movement. So we finished with the half figure eight. We're going to cross with our leg and cross with our hands. Opening with our hands, opening with our feet. And when we're crossing back, we're going to lift our hand up and touch. Beautiful. This way, we are presenting our body to the audience. And again, the same thing to the other side. So we have cross, open, cross, up. Let's do it again. We have cross, open, cross, touch, cross, open, cross, touch. Beautiful. From the beginning. So we raise our hands up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, cross and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, looking front. We have 1 figure eight, second figure eight, third figure eight, and fourth figure eight, preparing us to do the grapevines, cross, open, touch. Beautiful. From here, we're basically standing, if you pay attention, in the classical Egyptian dance posture. So from here, we're going to do little hip on the up. So I'm raising my hip up, letting it go as down, and again up, taking a breath here, and then in the next 4 count, I'm allowing my hip to go down, up, down. So what I had up, down, up, and then I have down, up, down. Again, we have up, down, up, and down, up, down. Beautiful. Let's do it again from the beginning. So we're raising our hands up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, cross down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back to center, figure eight first, second figure eight, a third figure eight, and a half, and we're going into the grapevines with our hands and grapevines with our hand, hip up, down, up, breathe, down, up, down. Beautiful. So this was the first part. Let's practice. We finished the first part at the classical Egyptian dance posture with our hands framing our body, and from here we're going to do 4 cross open steps to the front. What do I mean by cross open step? I'm going to cross my leg with my front feet, opening the back leg, the back feet, and again crossing to the front, opening with the back, crossing, opening, crossing, opening, cross, open, cross, open. Now, the smaller you make the step, the more stable you'll feel. So if it's the first time you're doing this step, you can open your leg really small. You don't have to increase it. You don't have to reach a certain range. And make sure that when you're crossing, this is where you put all of your weight on your front foot here. So this one is just giving us a little bit of balance. So again, from the beginning, we have cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open. And if we're doing it from the classical Egyptian dance posture, there's a little bit of pivoting going on here. So when I'm putting my leg down, I'm making sure it's very stable and that it's facing the direction that I want to move to the front, to the audience. So from the classical Egyptian dance posture, I'm putting my feet down in a cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open. Beautiful. Let's do it with the basic arm movement. So if you're not feeling secure with the step, keep your hands here. I'll show you in a bit more advanced version. So we have cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open. The more advanced version will be adding some arm movement into it. What arm movement I'm going to add? I have one hand up and the other one is down. So I'm taking the hand that is already up and I'm framing my face. As you can see, I'm lifting the other hand up here. I'm framing my face and I'm lifting the other hand up. Framing my face, lifting the hand, framing my face, lifting the hand, framing my face, lifting the hand, framing the face, lifting the hand. How do we do this with the feet movement? When I'm crossing my leg, I'm framing my face. When I'm opening, I'm lifting the hand. So cross framing, open hand up, cross framing, open hands up, cross frame, open hands up, cross frame, open hand up. Good. So let's do it from the beginning. We have cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open. Beautiful. Now we're moving into a basic dance posture, so feet parallel to each other, hip distance apart, knees relaxed, slightly bent, tailbone tucked in, long spine, shoulders back, opening the chest, smiling, tucking the chin in. And we're going to do 2 figure eights here. So I have 1 figure eight and 2nd figure eight. The hands are going with the movement. They're flowing with the movement. I'm not doing something specific here. It might seem like I'm doing a little snake arm, but I'm basically just decorating the lower part of the body. Make sure you don't isolate the upper part of the body and that you're making the movement in a range of motion that you're feeling comfortable in. Good. So let's do it again from the beginning. We have cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, 2 figure eights. Lovely. Now we're going to focus on the upper part of the body. So we're going to take one shoulder and do 2 shoulder push to the front. So I have shoulder push, and I'm ending with a shoulder shimmy. Again, shoulder push, shoulder shimmy, and then I'm going to alternate between both shoulders. So I have shoulder push, chest lift, chest down. Again, shoulder push, chest lift, chest down. Let's do the whole phrase together. So I have shoulder push, shoulder shimmy, shoulder push, chest up, chest down. Now this is a relaxed movement, so allow your body to sway with the music when you're doing it. So again, from the beginning, we have cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, 2 figure eights. And the second one, shoulder push, shoulder shimmy, shoulder push, chest lift, chest down. Good. Make sure that you're feeling comfortable with the range of motion. You can make it very small, you can make it very big, but again, only if you're feeling comfortable with it. From here, we're going to raise one hand up and the other one. We're going to cross it behind the front hand, and we're going to go from here into a head circle. Good. So again, we have one arm up, second arm up, and a head circle. To make the line a little bit more elegant, when I'm lifting one arm up, I'm going to close my leg and move into the classical Egyptian dance posture. So from the basic dance posture, I'm moving into the classical Egyptian dance posture. Again, only if you're feeling comfortable. If this doesn't feel comfortable, stay in the classical Egyptian dance posture. Again, just this part. So I have 1, 2, and head circle here. Beautiful. Now we're going to take our hands down and open our hands. What did I do? I took my hand down to chest level, and I'm taking my hands in and I'm opening my hands to the side. So again, from here, I'm taking my hands down, opening, serving, and back to neutral. Good, let's do it from the beginning. So we have cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, 2 figure 8s. Second one, shoulder push, shoulder push, shoulder, shimmy, shoulder push, chest lift, chest down, hands up, the other one up, circle, head circle, opening the hands. Good. From here, I'm going to do a rock step to the back. What's a rock step? A rock step means that I'm taking my weight back and back to center. So I took it back and center, back and center, back and center, back and center. Let's do the same thing with the other side. So I have back, center, back, center, back, center, back, center. Good. So I've taken my weight back, center, and I'm opening my leg to the side to do a big hip circle. So let's do a big horizontal hip circle with our hips here. Good. This is beginner's version, and if you're feeling comfortable, just allow your hands to follow the movement. Good. So again, from here, we're taking a rock step back, opening our feet, and hip circle. Beautiful. Let's do it from the beginning. We have cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, first figure 8, second figure 8, shoulder push, shoulder push, shoulder, shimmy, shoulder push, chest lift, chest down, hand up, the other one, head circle, hands going down, rock step, open, hip circle, and from here we're raising our hands up. When I raise my hands up, I move all my weight to one leg, the other is in a point supporting me here. I'm lifting my hands up, I'm framing my arm here with the other arm, opening, and I'm beginning the third part. But let's do the second part again. So we begin with cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open figure 8, second figure 8, shoulder push, shoulder push, shoulder, shimmy, shoulder push, chest lift, and down, hands up, head, circle, lowering our hands, rock step, open, hip circle with our arm, lifting, preparing for the next part. Let's practice. We finished the second part with the preparation for the third, with our arm at an L shape and our foot is pointing to the direction we're going to travel in. Now, I'm going to show you the beginner's version of the way we're going to travel. We're going to take 8 steps to one direction and 8 steps to the other direction. The third part of the choreography is a little bit more dynamic. So if you feel at any point that you need to take a break or that it's a little bit too fast for you, you can always do, instead of 8 steps, 4 steps. And you can always make the movement a little bit smaller. You can always change. You can always switch. Make the choreography your own and whatever feels more comfortable at this moment. So with that being said, the beginner's version will be 8 steps of open-close steps to one side. What do I mean by open-close? I mean open-close, 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 open-close. Good, and same thing to the other direction. We're opening one leg, closing the other, opening one leg, closing with the other, opening, closing, open, close, open, close, open, close. Beautiful. So this is the beginner's version. The more advanced version will be galloping to that direction. So what do I mean by galloping? Galloping means that I have one leg that is on my toes and the other is flat on the floor. And the gallop movement is going to be that the foot that is on the leg that is on the toes is going to lead the movement, and it's going to be toe flat. I'm taking my leg which is on the toes to the side, and I'm taking the flat one to the same place, and I'm closing. So this is also balancing me out and giving me this little bounciness in the movement. So again, I have open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Changing feet, I'm putting the foot that is on its toes down flat, and I'm raising the other foot and turning it a little bit to the direction I want to gallop to. Now, for most of us, at some point of the pregnancy, the ankles are going to get really swollen. If this is too much and you're really feeling your foot, do the flat version of the open-close step. So let's do the gallop to the other side. So we have open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, toe flat, toe flat, toe flat, toe flat, other side, toe flat, toe flat, toe flat, toe flat. Beautiful. Let's do the whole movement. So we have 8 counts to one side, 8 counts to the other, 8 steps. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, changing, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see, I've already added the arm movement. But before we learn the arm movement, just one last pointer to the galloping. The smaller the step, the more stable you'll feel. So make the step small. You don't have to reach any point. You don't have to chase anyone when you're doing this movement. Keep it small. The moment you're feeling secure, you can make it a little bit bigger. Now, with my arms, I'm going to start the first 8 counts with my arms at this L shape and to one side. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. When I'm changing my legs, I'm going to lift the other arm up, and for the next 4 to 6 count, depending on how long it will take you, you're taking the first arm down and opening it to an L shape to the other side. So I had my hands to this direction, I'm lifting the other hand up, and I'm going to take my hand down while I'm galloping to the other side. So let's do it while we're galloping. We're taking it up, and we're going to gallop 8 steps to this side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Let's do the whole movement. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. From here, we're going to take one arm up, the other arm up, and we're going to allow our wrists to lead the movement, and we're going to sway our hands from side to side 4 times. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now to this, I'm going to add a hip slide from side to side, and the hip is going to mimic the movement of the wrist. So the wrist is leading, so I'm taking to one side and to the other, and from one side to the other. Make sure that you're in a basic dance posture, meaning that you're tucking the tailbone and that your spine is straight. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the whole thing from the beginning. Let's go from here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and arms. 2, 3, 4. Good. Now let's take our arms down. We're going to take our arm down by adding lots of energy and lots of intention into our fingers and into our arms. So this is the basic version. And if you're feeling comfortable with this movement, you can add a little bit of shimmy to it. This is going to be down for 8 counts. So after we've taken our hands from one side to the other, we're taking them down with a shimmy. Good. Let's do it from the beginning. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Changing hands inside. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands down from side to side and into center. And we're shimmying for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, from here, we're taking our hands to the sides and we're going to have 8 counts of shoulder shimmy. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, as you see, I sway a little bit when I do my shoulder shimmy. Especially when you're pregnant, keeping it very centered is beautiful. However, it takes too much effort at this moment and I don't need it. I want this whole choreography to feel relaxed and gentle. So if you're also feeling like you want to sway with the movement, sway with the movement. If you're feeling more comfortable centered, then stay centered. For me, I really love adding this little movement into it, especially because it also allows me, if I'm with an audience, to play with the audience. I can look at the audience here and be very playful while I'm doing this shoulder shimmy. So let's do again the whole thing from the beginning. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And hands from side to side with hips. Slide, shimmy down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the side. Shoulder shimmy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. From here, I said this was the dynamic part of the choreography. I'm moving again for an 8 count of hip shimmy. So I'm going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. I know. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale. And from the beginning, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands side to side. We're taking a break. And shimmy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And shoulder shimmy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And shimmy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe. Good. From here, we're going to focus on our legs a little bit. We're going to change from the basic dance posture into the classical Egyptian dance posture. Now, I'm taking my foot into the classical Egyptian dance posture, and I'm going to change my feet for 4 times. So I had 1, putting my leg down, the other one 2. Pay attention, I'm not going back with it, I'm not going forward with it, I'm staying in place. So this is 2. Putting it down, 3, and 4. So from the side, I have first 1, make sure that you're tucking the tailbone and that your spine is straight, that you're not leaning forward, you're not leaning back. So I had 1, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful. To this, we're going to add some arm movement. So the opposite hand goes straight front, and the same hand, which with the leg that is going to the front, is going to my head. So I have 1, and then I'm going to change 2, and 3, and 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I'm doing it, I'm throwing energy out. Make it very dramatic. By the way, if you want, you can lift your hand like this. You don't have to lift your hand up. It depends on what you're feeling. You can also do it to the side if you want to. Play with it. Whatever feels more comfortable for your body, this is the way you should do this movement. So we're going up and up and up and up. Good. Now let's do it with our feet. So I have Egyptian classical stand with my hand. And another one, and another one, and another one. Good. Let's do the whole thing from the beginning. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and changing from side to side and into the center. And we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and shoulder shimmy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hip shimmy. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Egyptian with a hand. Egyptian with a hand. Beautiful. So the last part contains a turn. I'm going to use my back leg as a hinge. And every time I'm going to move my foot a little bit to the side, and the other leg is going to close in, stabilizing me. So what I'm going to do 4 pivoting and 4 closing with the other leg. So I have pivot, close, pivot, close, pivot, close, pivot, closed. Beautiful. Let's do it again. I've begun with the classical Egyptian stand, and I'm taking the back leg, my base, a little bit to the side and closing with the front. A little bit to the side, closing with the front, a little bit to the side, closing with the front, a little bit to the side, closing with the front, and maybe stealing in a little one more. Now, when we're pregnant, it's extremely important to spin in the direction or to turn in the direction that you're feeling comfortable with and that you're feeling most stable. Let's do the same thing to the other side and check which side you feel more comfortable with. The side that you're feeling more comfortable with is the side that you should be spinning towards. So let's change our feet here and let's do the same thing to the other side. So I have pivot, closed, pivot, closed, pivot, closed, pivot, closed. Good. Have you felt any difference? If you did, and one side is more stable than the other, turn in that direction. Good. Let's shake our legs a little bit here. And let's do it again. I'm going in the direction that I'm going through with the choreography. If you're feeling more comfortable turning in the other direction, turn in the other direction. So we have pivot, close, pivot, close, pivot, close, pivot, close. Beautiful. To this, let's add our hands. So we're simply taking, we had the opposite hand on top, we're raising it up, the other hand goes down, framing the body, and we're pivoting, closing, pivoting, closing, pivoting, closing, pivoting, closing. Good. To this, if you're feeling comfortable, you can add a little bit of hip movement. So you have pivot, close, pivot, close, pivot, close, pivot, closed. Good. Let's do the whole thing from the beginning. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands move from side to side with a hip slide. Shimmy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shoulder shimmy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip shimmy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Egyptian with hand. 3, 4. Hand goes up and pivot and pivot and pivot and beautiful. Let's practice. we're going to learn the fourth part and the final part of the choreography morning mists. We finished the third part with our legs positioned in the classical Egyptian dance posture, and our hands are framing our body. From here, we're going to position our legs in this basic dance posture, and we're going to take one arm down and the other one goes up. Good, in the middle of the body, and open our hands to the sides. So again, just the arms here, center, and to the side. And from the beginning, we have center and to the side. Now this is quite fast, it's about 4 counts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. From here, we're going to do 2 figure eights. So we have 1 figure eight, and we have second figure eight. Now the arms are following the figure eight. They're decorating the movement. I'm not doing something in specific here. This is actually the time for me to relax after all this movement in this very dynamic third part. The fourth part is very short and very gentle. So take your time here, enjoy the movement, feel the movement. So from the beginning, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, first figure eight, and second figure eight. Good. From here, we're going to do 2 shoulder pushes with the same shoulder. So we have shoulder push, and we're ending it up with a shoulder shimmy. Good. Now, again, I sway my weight, I lift my heels a little bit when I do the shoulder shimmy. Do whatever feels good, whatever feels comfortable for your body at this moment. So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, first figure eight, second figure eight, and shoulder push, shoulder shimmy. Wonderful. Now, the final phrase will be lifting our hands up. I'm lifting my hands up, very dramatic, very simple, yet very effective. And while I'm raising my hands, I'm going to close my leg here and go back into the classical Egyptian dance posture. Beautiful. After 8 counts, my hands are going to meet up. One hand is going to face down, face the floor, and the other one is going to present the other arm. Beautiful. For another 8 counts, and open to the side. And if you're feeling comfortable, you can allow yourself to sway a little bit, to lean into the side here. Good. Let's do it from the beginning. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, first figure eight, second figure eight, shoulder push, shoulder shimmy, opening the arms up, closing the leg here, and with the arm in a circular movement. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Let's practice.